Roll back the clock 2 years ago when I first discovered certain online influencers. I had dreams and aspirations of going to live in somewhere like South Africa, Thailand, living from a laptop, earning 1k, 2k a month to live a lifestyle like a king over there. I quit a very good job where I had a lot of potential to pursue this endeavour, which came with a lot of risk involved. Fast forward 2 years now, and I have a very different mindset when it comes to career, business, opportunities. And before I get into this video, I want to make it very clear that I believe online business is a very good route to go down. It can offer rewards in abundance, and I think it can be a great opportunity for a lot of young people. But I want to make sure that you're going along the right path, because I know that a lot of people fall down the rabbit hole like I did and maybe going down a route that's not the right thing for themselves. And like I say, the freedom and the rewards that you'll get from an online business are amazing, and it might be something that you could do in the future, but it might not be for you at this moment in time. At the start of September, I will be starting a new job, which I'm very much looking forward to. Something that I visualised myself doing a few years ago when I went to university. This is the type of thing that I saw myself doing. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. And as I say, I quit a job a couple of years ago that I didn't see a future for myself in. And now has become the time where I very much see things a lot differently. And I think the overall consensus of this video, if you take nothing else from it, is that I want you to realise that you can live a very good lifestyle without having an online business, without having any type of business whatsoever, and where you can minimise risk, and where your work could end at 5 p.m. and you don't have to think about anything else. You just have to understand that online business, working a business, working all the hours in the day might sound a nice idea for you, but I know from first-hand experience in myself and other people around me, especially younger people, that it doesn't work for everyone whatsoever. And this is me coming almost full circle. So it takes a lot for me to kind of go against my ego and say, I got this wrong, because I left my normal job and I thought working a 9-to-5, it's not for me. A lot of people doing it and they're just bums, and I don't want to be like these people. They're not going anywhere in their lives. But I've completely changed my mindset now, and I'm okay with saying this. And I think you have to accept that you have to become a worker first before you become the boss of anything in life. And I think if you are someone who isn't used to being very risk aggressive, enduring setbacks, being prepared that your work's never going to end at any point, there's always going to be more that you can do. At the end of the day, there's always going to be some more work that you can do, and you're never going to know to switch off, because even when you're not working, when you're not sat there doing physical work, your mind is elsewhere, and you'll be like, I can do this, I can do that. Whereas if you're working a 9-to-5 job, your work virtually ends at 5 p.m. and you don't really have to think about it. I know the world has changed a lot more nowadays, where a lot of people are working from home and they're checking their laptops out of hours time. But it's a different responsibility when it's something where you have the power. You could work all the hours in the day, and that's going to move the needle significantly, and it's all on you, whether that becomes successful or not. The rewards will always be abundant, as I say, but there's no guarantee. You could be working hours and hours a day and be earning £0. And there's a lot of people out there who you may see living a very good lifestyle, and they may be abroad and doing this, but they might not actually be earning anything from their business, but they're promoting this lifestyle, and that you think that they're earning money from whatever they're doing, whether that be coaching, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, online e-commerce, whatever it is, drop shipping. A lot of these types of careers that are a lot of people very much validate highly, particularly in this world that we're living in. I'm sure a lot of young people, if they could have any job in the world, it would be a so-called online influencer. And when it comes to a job that you are deciding to work, something that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life, you have to make sure that this is going to be something that you actually enjoy. And I think it's very much the case that a lot of people will sacrifice their happiness and their freedom for jobs that they're very unhappy in, makes them very miserable. And this has kind of been the thing that I've always stood against and been very anti-working a job that you know is making you very unhappy, but you still do it. But obviously I understand that a lot of people have commitments that they've made when they were younger that potentially they may regret now or may not, and they have an obligation to fulfill those commitments. And to me, the thought of working a job where you just getting up every day and you don't look forward to it is not worth it in my eyes. You should find something, even if it does pay you less in terms of financial gain, but it will pay you more in terms of your happiness, your fulfillment, your relationships, your probably overall health. If you're all stressed out, or you've got no time to do anything like go to the gym, go for a run, do anything, any type of fitness, socialize, do anything that you actually want to do with your life, then it's not worth it for me, regardless of how high the paycheck is. You might think differently to me. You might think, oh well, if I just do this job that's 100k a year, then I'll do it for 2-3 years, then I'll quit. But that rarely happens. I've not really seen many people do that. I think a lot of people end up getting trapped in those types of jobs and just thinking, because when is enough? I think that's a question that you need to ask yourself. And I don't think a lot of people truly think about that and have any type of exit strategy. Maybe you do, maybe it's very different. But you have to understand that life, I'm sure you're aware of this, life is very short. You just don't know what is around the corner. And for me especially, I've been through a lot in just 23 years, and lots of things have happened, and I know that things can change drastically. So when it comes to your career, when it comes to business, doing something you enjoy for work, you have to find something that does pay well, because that is important at the end of the day. We need money to live a better life, to provide for people we care about. We all want to, whether we want to admit that or not. It's very much the case in especially the world we live in today. And I think it's always been important, it always will be important. But more importantly, find something that you enjoy, because that's going to be the thing that pays dividends for you in the long run. You're going to get a lot more out of it. Everyone's going to enjoy being around you also a lot more if you're doing something you enjoy. And you're also going to be a lot more successful at it. If it's something you truly enjoy, you're going to put a lot more time and effort into that work. You're going to turn up, your energy is going to be higher, whereas you're turning up and you're like, oh, I don't want to be here again today. Like, I'm just waiting for payday, and then all my money's going to go anyway because I've got all these other commitments that I kind of did when I was younger, but I don't really want them in my life now, but I can't do anything about it. That's very unfortunate, but obviously that's the case for a lot of people, and there's only so much you can do about this. But I'm hoping you're watching this video, maybe you're my age, you're a bit younger, or even a bit older, and hopefully you don't have those commitments yet. And if you don't, I very much advise you to maybe just take some time to find something that can pay you very well, that may be a bit niche, that you could rise to the top quite easily, and something that you actually, like I say, something you enjoy. And by no means is this video trying to put you off creating your own online business. Like I say, it's something that I want to pursue going forward. It's something I still do enjoy, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. It's never good to rule anything out. I very much have an open mind when it comes to everything in life, and I think you should stay that way. And if you have dreams for that, then 100% I always advise you to go for that. But just to consider if that is the right thing for you, and if not, then maybe consider just finding something where you can become very successful and you can create a very good life, because I know there's a lot of opportunities out there. And yeah, you have to understand that everyone, from their experiences and their knowledge, has a different worldview on life, and you're almost definitely gonna have that push and pull factor in your life, something you pushing you that really motivates you, and something pulling you I absolutely messed that up, pushing you further away to make you get out of the current situation you're in, and pulling you in terms of motivation. For most people, it's something that's pushing them to get out of the current situation, whether that be their job they hate, the relationship they're in, just a lot of insecurities. It pushes you further away. For example, starting fitness, being skinny, insecure, is something that pushes me further away. Yeah, having the six-pack and getting attention from women was good, but the insecurity inside of me was the biggest push factor that started me from getting in the gym. And yeah, that's paid dividends in the long run, and you have to have that. And a lot of people don't have that, and if you don't have that, then something like this is probably going to cause you a lot of headaches. And that's what I want to get across to you in this video, that it might not be for you. So take some time to consider it. If you want any more advice on whether this is right for you or not, my personal one-to-one coaching link will be in the description. If you can like and subscribe, that would mean a lot. I'll see you very soon. Take care.